Introduction to OpenAI API in Python. Welcome to your first lesson on using the OpenAI API with Python. We will cover how to connect, use, and build simple intelligent programs. No experience with artificial intelligence is required. By the end, you will run your own AI code. Running the cell now. What is the OpenAI API? The OpenAI API lets you interact with powerful language models using Python code. It can answer questions, help write emails, or explain new topics. The API is like a smart helper you control from your own programs. Running the cell now. Why use the OpenAI API? The API saves time. It helps you automate writing, search, analysis, and learning tasks. It makes your program smarter with little code. Many jobs and tools use these models every day. Running the cell now. We will start by hiding any warning messages so things look neat. Here, we import the warnings module. Import numpy as np. We set the random seed to 42 for reproducibility. We tell Python not to show warnings in this notebook. Running the cell now. This code sets up the environment by suppressing warnings and fixing the random seed for reproducibility, resulting in no visible output. Notice how this prepares your program for a smooth, consistent run when using the OpenAI API or other tools, ensuring cleaner and more reliable results throughout the lesson. This step highlights the importance of creating a controlled coding environment to focus on learning and automation. How do I get started? First, you need the OpenAI package installed. You also need your OpenAI API key. This is set up for you in this lesson, so you can follow along. Running the cell now. Let us make sure you have the OpenAI package so your code works. We need system for system actions. Subprocess lets Python run installation commands for us. We tell Python which package we want. We now try importing the OpenAI package. If you do not have OpenAI, the program will let you know. If it is missing, Python will use pip to install it directly. Once installed, we import OpenAI again. Running the cell now. This code snippet ensures the OpenAI package is installed and ready to use, which is essential before making any API calls. Since there is no textual output, the key takeaway is that the code silently handles package installation if needed, so you can confidently proceed with your lesson setup. This step is foundational for interacting with OpenAI's tools in the following exercises. We get our API key, or secret code, from a safe place on your computer. The OS module lets Python work with environment variables. We now assign our OpenAI key to a variable, so we do not type it in the notebook. This helps keep your API key private and away from others. Running the cell now. In this step, the code securely retrieves your OpenAI API key from the environment variables without printing it, ensuring your key remains confidential. Notice there's no visible output. That's intentional to keep your secret safe while enabling authenticated access for future API calls. This is an essential security practice when getting started with OpenAI's tools. Connecting to the API. The OpenAI package lets you talk to models using the client class. You need to create a client before making any requests. Running the cell now. Now we set up the OpenAI client so you can send messages to the model. We import the OpenAI class from the OpenAI package. We create a client and give it our API key to let us connect securely. With your client ready, you can now use different model features. Running the cell now. This code sets up the OpenAI client by importing the library and creating a client instance with your API key. Notice there is no visible output because this step is just about establishing the connection needed to send requests in later code. This confirms you're ready to interact with AI models in subsequent lessons. What is a model? A model is the smart engine behind the API. You choose a model based on speed, ability, or cost. For this tutorial, we will use a small, quick one. Running the cell now. Now, you will send a hello message to the AI and see how it responds. This line sends a message using the chat feature. We pick the small GPT 4.1 mini model for testing. Our message just says hello. Here, we finish the request. We print whatever reply the AI sends back. Running the cell now. This output shows the first interaction with the chosen mini model, GPT 4.1 mini, responding quickly and politely to our greeting. Notice how the model generates a relevant reply, demonstrating its role as the smart engine powering the chat API. This confirms the model is working as intended, responding promptly while balancing speed and capability for our tutorial. Let us test with another message to get a helpful tip. Send a new chat request to the API. We keep using the same quick and low-cost model. This time, we ask for a Python coding tip from the AI. Close the function call. Show what the AI says about Python. Running the cell now. This output demonstrates how our chosen small, quick model responds with a helpful, concise Python tip in natural language. Notice it generates a clear explanation and code examples, showing the model's ability to produce useful, beginner-friendly content efficiently. This illustrates the core concept that a model powers the API by transforming your prompt into smart, relevant output. Key concepts, prompts and responses. Prompt means what you send to the AI, it is your message. The response is what the AI sends back. You can send many messages, and the AI will remember the conversation. Running the cell now. We begin by adding a comment describing the purpose of the code. We start defining a list named messages which will hold the conversation history. The first message is from the user asking what is AI. The assistant replies with a simple explanation of AI. The user then asks for an easy use case of AI. We close the list of messages. Next, we call the chat completion creation method from the client. We specify the model to use for generating the response. We provide the entire message history to the model for context. We close the method call. We print the assistant's response from the first choice returned by the model. Running the cell now. This output shows the AI continuing the conversation naturally by responding to the last user prompt with a clear example. Notice how the assistant references a familiar, practical use case, virtual assistants, demonstrating how the AI remembers prior messages and builds on them. This illustrates the key concept that prompts guide the AI's responses, allowing for multi-step, context-aware dialogue. This line is a comment introducing the idea of making the AI answer like an expert. Here we start defining a list called expert_messages to hold our conversation messages. We add a system message telling the AI to behave as a Python expert tutor. We add a user message asking the AI to explain functions in Python. We close the list of messages. We call the chat completion method to get the AI's response. We specify the model to use for generating the response. We provide the messages we've prepared as input for the AI. We close the method call. We print the AI's explanation that was generated. Running the cell now. This output shows the AI responding as a Python expert tutor, providing a clear, structured explanation of functions. Notice how the response includes definitions, syntax, examples, and key points, demonstrating effective use of the system prompt to guide the AI's style and depth, which matches the lesson's focus on prompts and responses. We are about to handle errors in case something goes wrong in the code. Start a try block to test code that might produce an error. We attempt to create a chat completion using the client object. Specify the model named GPT 4.1 minis for the chat completion request. Send an empty list of messages, which will cause an error. Close the method call with a parenthesis. If any exception occurs during the try block, catch it here. Print a friendly message along with the actual error caught. Running the cell now. This output shows an error message triggered by sending an empty list of messages as a prompt, which the AI rejects because it expects at least one message. Notice how the error handling catches this problem and prints a clear explanation, highlighting the importance of always including a valid prompt when making requests. This teaches us to anticipate and gracefully manage errors when interacting with the AI. Best practices for safety. Never show your API key in your code. Always check your messages before you send them. Use small models for practice to save money and time. Handle errors to avoid crashes. Running the cell now. This is a comment explaining the mini project to create a simple question answering function. Here we define a function named ask_OpenAI that takes one argument called question. Inside the function, we start creating a list called my_msgs to hold messages for the chat model. We add a dictionary to my_msgs representing the user's message, with the question as content. We close the list of messages. We call the chat completions API on the client object to get a reply, specifying the model and messages. We specify the model name as GPT for point 1 Laminia and pass the messages list for context. We return the content of the first choice's message from the reply, which is the answer text. Outside the function, we call ask_OpenAI with a sample question about learning Python fast and save the result in answer. We print the answer returned by the function. Running the cell now. This output demonstrates how the ask_OpenAI function successfully generates a clear, step-by-step response to a user's question using a small, cost-efficient model, GPT, for point 1 Laminia. Notice the structured advice and detailed plan, showing that even lightweight models can provide valuable answers. This reinforces best practices, using small models for practice to save resources while ensuring useful outputs and never exposing API keys directly in the code. Troubleshooting tips. If you see an error about your key, check it in your settings. Try restarting your notebook if nothing works. Models change over time, so pick a current one. Read error messages carefully, they tell you what went wrong. Running the cell now. Explain that the first challenge is to ask the AI for a joke. Prompt the user to input a topic for the joke. Create the messages list with a user role and content asking for a joke about the user's topic. Call the chat completion API to get the ARIS response. Specify the model to use for the API call. Pass the messages to the API call. Print the content of the ARIS response, the joke. Running the cell now. This output shows the AI successfully responding to your prompt by generating a joke about cat, which you typed as the topic. Notice how the code constructs a message with your input, sends it to the model, and retrieves a relevant, context-aware joke, demonstrating how specifying different topics changes the ARIS response. This confirms that the chat completion setup and your API key are working correctly. Introduce the task, turn a user's question into a detailed answer. Prompt the user to ask a question about Python. Start creating a chat completion request with the client. Specify which model to use for generating the answer. Provide the user's question as the message in the request. Print the content of the model's answer from the response. Running the cell now. This output demonstrates how the model generates a clear, detailed explanation and example of a Python for loop in response to a user question. Notice how it breaks down the loop's purpose, key components, and provides code snippets in both Python and C, aligning with the intent to turn a simple query into a comprehensive answer. This confirms the API call works as expected and the model chosen is current and informative. Lesson recap. You learned how to use the OpenAI API in Python. You connected with a secure key, API key. You sent messages and got responses from a language model. You handled errors and wrote your own helper code. You tried interactive AI tasks yourself. Running the cell now. Thank you. And next steps. Practice using OpenAI models with your own ideas. Try advanced features, like embedding, audio, or custom instructions. Subscribe or check the next lesson for more Python AI skills. Running the cell now.